All right, so for this part, let's use the COUNTIF function. We're going to look under formulas for this. The COUNTIF is kind of buried. I believe it is under more functions and statistical. Yeah, there it is. But I oftentimes forget that, and I just use the search bar. I go to recently used. These are the ones obviously I've most frequently used, and I just kind of go insert function and search for count if, and it gives me this first one. So however you get there is fine, but double click it so you get your function argument. And here's what we're going to go for. The range, if we refer back to step E, is number of sales in each city. So we have to find our columns with city, which is going to be column C. And I'm going to start at C2 and just drag all the way down. There's my range. Since it's in a table, I don't need to worry about absolute reference. I will not need to use dollar signs. And my criteria is going to be Alpine. So according to this, it looked through that whole table. It's looking for Alpine, and it gave me back a number of 14. Very important that I do not type the word Alpine in like that. I'll explain why in a second. So I'm going to click cell M2, which gives me Alpine. It counts 14. I'm going to press OK. There's 14. Might be worthwhile just to highlight that group of Alpine. I'll go down there to my taskbar. I can see it gives me a quick count of 14, so I know my answer is right. Now, as to why in my formula I typed M2 and not Alpine is simply this. When I drag this down, this will also drag down. This is relative reference. You know that. An American fork changes to 20 because if you look at that formula, same table, but instead of cell M2, now it's cell M3. So use my fill handle, and just like that, we're good. Again, spot check's always a good thing to do. Let's check Eagle Mountain. It's giving me back the number 24. So I'm going to highlight, and sure enough, I get 24. Pretty cool way to do the COUNTIF function. Finally, step F, it says in cell M8, type possible bidding wars. In N8, well, I'm going to auto fit this so I can see. In N8, create a function that will count if the cells in column K contain bidding wars. So this might be a good time to pause the video and try this on your own before you watch the video. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did up here. The only thing you want to be careful of is you do not want to click this cell now because none of these say possible bidding wars. They just say bidding war. So you can click one of the cells that says bidding war, or you could type it in. Probably have a less chance of making a typo if you click the cell. And since I'm not dragging this down, that's why typing it in is fine. It's giving me back a number of 13. And you might want to check to make sure that you count 13. And that is it for step 6.